Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Sorry, we're whispering a bit because Amber's down for a nap, so I feel like we subconsciously go,
we do.
Guys, welcome back to
But
our
then we'll
channel.
get into it and Carys will be screaming.
Woo!
And I'll be shouting. There we go, see? And then you just instantly, but she's a great sleeper, she'll be fine napping.
She is, it's fine.
She's a good napper anyway.
She is, yeah. Still up in the nights, but she's a great napper in the day, so can't complain. Hello, welcome back to our channel. We haven't done a sit-down Q&A in a long time.
I was going to say that. And we thought this time we won't shove food in our faces.
Stop. You've got chocolate all over your lips. That's true. James had chocolate around his mouth, so
I had some chocolate on my lips.
Giving us away, exposing us.
From my cappuccino. That's actually from chocolate.
Oh, you didn't
from my
eat your
cappuccino.
cookie?
Well, no. I'm on antibiotics at the moment, so no.
Yeah.
I didn't. I've got to space out my eating so that I can take my antibiotics
Honestly,
on an empty stomach.
Whenever I feel on antibiotics, it's like the world's ending. It's like I can't just graze and snack throughout the whole day. It's awful. So I feel for you.
Thank you. Well, okay. I haven't even taken my first antibiotic yet. I'm just waiting.
This is a good start. Okay, so
yeah, a bit of a Q&A. We decided not to shove food in our faces. Not only because we actually decided before I was on antibiotics that, don't know why. Why not? Anyway, we're not.
No, we're not.
Well, some people struggle to watch us shoving food into our faces, which is understandable in some ways. We're not the tidiest of eaters, are we?
I love a mukbang though.
I love a mukbang because I love the food.
And I do. I'm sad we're not doing a mukbang. A cup of tea I'll have to do. Yeah, we thought we'd just do like an update Q&A, see what you guys fancied asking. Okay, so I've screenshotted some questions. Let's get going. We're on a bit of a...
Screenshotted isn't a word. So what is the word of a... Is it... I've screenshot a couple of questions. It just sounds wrong, but it must be correct.
Because you could say like, I'm going to screenshot, and then I did screenshot. Are there many words?
I have screenshot the question.
I have screenshot.
The questions I would like to use.
Surely it's screenshotted.
I have taken a screenshot of the questions.
You probably have to phrase it differently.
Oh, it all sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? The English language.
It's complicated. Okay, what are your plans for Amber's birthday?
Oh.
My girl Lily is 1 on the 9th of April. Oh, that's so
close.
That's so close.
If you can let us know your plans, that would be great.
No, guys, I've actually planned...
sorry.
The whole party.
I know, you have actually. It's very exciting.
I'm so excited. So yeah, her birthday is on the 4th of April and we're probably going to have a little gathering. Well, we are going to have a little gathering on the 3rd of April.
That's the Sunday.
Yeah, because that's like on the weekend and it's when... It'll just be like a small thing. We're not going like all ham, like a massive party. It'll just be for friends and family and all kind of Amber's baby friends basically. So my like mum friends that I've made since I had Amber. All the babies, which will be nice because never in our life ever have we like obviously... had a party where like loads of babies have been at and like, I don't know, it's a different vibe, isn't it? You're like, what are the babies going to do? What do we need for them? We need entertainment.
Exactly, it's going to be at 2 o'clock rather than 8 o'clock. Usually for parties, the main entertainment is beer.
That's what I mean.
So we're going to have to think of other ideas here.
I know, but I'm so excited. I've already sorted balloon, like I haven't finalised it, but I've sorted like balloon setup, you know, just the classic where we all get the pics, Amber's first birthday. That vibe. I'm going for like pinky, neutrals, brownie, like a bear. I almost went for like a bear theme with the cake. I have gone.
I love. Sorry, not to interrupt. But people are like, what are your ideas for the birthday party? And rather than being like clown, bouncy castle, ball pit, you've gone, well, it's going to be a brownie pinky theme. That's the colour scheme anyway. We're going to have a bit of interior design. I'm thinking of getting an armchair redone, just that it would fit into the colour scheme. It's like, I don't think people really mind too much what the colour scheme is. I think they want to know what is actually going to be at the party.
I'm getting there, but I will start to...
The colour scheme first.
Yeah, no. I will get more to the point.
The whole kitchen.
Stop, because I will actually do that. I'll do a mural just for the birthday. Yeah, so... I'm going for a pinky brownie. Stop it! I'm going for a bear theme with the cake. Because I'm bear. I didn't want like a set theme, so obviously like she's obsessed with Elmo, but you just never know. What are you going to say?
Well, you know what I'm going to say because you know this is the honest truth why it's not an Elmo theme.
It's an ugly aesthetic.
Red is not in. Alright guys,
it's
bright
a
red.
Colour.
It's not happening. No, I'm joking.
No, because I thought I could do...
It will be a bit bloody.
No, because I thought I could do Elmo theme. I could go for like a dusty red.
A maroon maybe. A brownie dusty red.
She'll be like, that's not Elmo. Because obviously she'll be saying that at one. In
like
2.5 months.
No.
No, Ada. That's what she calls Elmo. Ada! You've got Elmo!
She still calls him Ada.
I did think about Elmo theme, but I thought, who knows what she's going to like in 2.5 months? They change.
Yeah.
So I've gone for like Anne Bear. We kind of like made a big thing about that since she was born. She's wearing loads of like bear clothes and stuff. And anyway, so I've gone for like a bear cake. But anyway, more for like, you're right, the actual activities on the day. Well, there aren't going to be that many because they are only 1-year-olds. But we're going to have like a grazing platter for the adults and then also for the kids. We're going to have obviously the balloon set up, and then I'm hoping to have like a kind of Elmo themed cozy reading corner. And then we're hoping for her first birthday to get her one of those like block obstacle courses, which like they can climb on with a ball pit in the end,
so cute.
just as like her actual present for her birthday. So then I'm hoping I want to get that before the party, just so we can have that for them to play on as like her birthday present. It'd be like the party and playing with her friends on that.
Lush. Yeah, we did look into getting a marquee and decided that was a bit expensive.
Yeah.
For a birthday, because we wanted to keep it, if we were inviting lots of people, then fair enough, but it's going to be very small, so that didn't quite make sense. So we're just going to have it in the kitchen, in the playroom. Hopefully the weather will be nice so we can
open the doors. You never know with April, like it could be really nice and like we could have the bifolds all the way open, or it could literally be raining.
It could chuck it down. It could snow. I swear it snowed in April a couple of years ago, didn't it?
Literally it could be anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have
the colour
basically
scheme
planned.
sorted.
Right. I have got the colour scheme sorted, you're right. Okay, how do you plan YouTube content, and do you have anything exciting planned? I thought this was quite an interesting question. We try.
Do we ever have anything exciting?
We try. I write in my little notebook, don't I?
Yeah.
I desperately try and like plan our content, and I'm like, we're gonna do this. Like, I try and like look on YouTube at like what's doing well, what people are up to. But we end up just filming a vlog and just calling it whatever.
I think it's interesting though how kind of our content has changed, and how a lot of people on YouTube content has changed, because you do start off kind of like you follow what does well. So as there was a big movement, wasn't there? Everyone would do, ordering what the person in front of you orders, eating only red foods. And I know a lot of people still do things like that, and that used to always do so well on YouTube. Yeah. But we find that things like that don't do as well anymore, and like what does well. And when you get slightly more followers and you become, on YouTube, and it's less about chasing the followers. Yeah. It's far more personal then. Yeah. And I love where we're at now. Yeah. Because I feel like we have such a personal channel where we kind of live our life and we show our lives rather than forcing things that. Yeah.
So I think we kind of decided that, didn't we, in 2022? We were like, we might occasionally do if we think something's fun or like we're looking forward to doing it, we might do like, jump on the bandwagon and do something that's, doing well or whatever. Yeah. But I think we were kind of like set down we're not desperate to grow. Obviously we're excited to grow if we can, and if our videos, do well and people like them, that's great. But like you say, our channel has gotten to a point where we're really happy with how big it is. We're really happy with the views we get. I know for some people that's probably, everything's a comparison. So compared to other people, it's like we're still a small channel with small amount of views, but then compared to other people, we'd be like a bigger channel. So everything's in comparison. But for us, it doesn't really matter, I guess, what everyone else is. It just matters what you want. And for us, we're really, really happy with this channel and how it's doing. And I think we just love creating our home content and not always having the best titles, just week in the life sometimes.
But in terms of exciting things, like we try to live, we're so lucky to be able to live our life in such a free way. Yeah. So like overall we have like almost 100% flexibility in what we do day to day, and obviously there's tasks we have to do as part of the job that aren't particularly fun. But overall we try to make our life interesting and exciting for our benefit. Like we're so lucky that we can do that. And then kind of vlog it and take everyone along with us.
Like with the house renovation, for example, I know I've spoken about this before. I'm really, like obviously this house renovation, I've loved to make content, and I think that's things people like to watch online as well as I love doing. So that's good. But with obviously me wanting to buy a house to do up, a large part of that is that I think we'll be able to get really fun content that you guys would love watching. And so it always comes in to everything that we do. But at the same time, we want to get that balance of, I would want to do that anyway. I don't want to start forcing myself to do things just for content, because I'm going to love that anyway, even if the videos flop or whatever. I'm going to love doing it anyway. But I also think it's things people will like to watch, and so that's always on your mind, isn't it, when you're creating content. But in terms of planning, we don't plan very far ahead, but I do plan, I can't wait till we maybe are able to move forward with getting a fixer-upper. Still in the works at the moment. We're still looking. And, you know, that's kind of planned in my mind of, that would be fun content to do, but I haven't actually specifically planned anything.
And then on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, the first thing we do is
yeah,
we look at what we have on during the week, and then if we have days that are really free, we'll be like, oh, what fun thing can we do this day? What fun thing can we do that day? Because we always try to vlog Monday to Fridays and then not vlog Saturday and Sundays because we see our friends and family on the weekends. So yeah, so it is a little bit of planning, but overall we try to keep it very real and kind of do what things that make us happy that then hopefully is quite exciting and quite interesting.
Yeah,
like Carys, you know, picking wall colours.
50 minutes on a vlog. Guys, I keep you entertained.
To be fair, all I do is vlog on a dog walk. And I'm like, today I'm on a dog walk again.
We're so repetitive, aren't we?
And basically the most exciting thing is it cold? Is it raining? Am I out of breath?
You could literally guess exactly what's going to come up in our vlogs before you watch them. Like, I'm going to talk about the house and Amber. You're going to vlog on a dog walk and maybe cook something.
Oh, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Cooking with James.
When is your next DIY project?
Ooh.
So, we actually have... So I think DIY...
That stands for do it yourself.
Exactly, because I was going to say the carpentry work, but that's not me doing it.
That's us. We're using our money for that.
Yeah.
Does that do it yourself by paying someone?
And I'll want to watch him the whole time and go, wow.
Can you actually, maybe he could teach you as you go along.
I have
just
considered
teach me
asking.
how to make this wardrobe, please?
They are lovely carpenters. I do think they'd let me chip in and slow down the process.
I thought you were just saying all carpenters. Carpenters are lovely. If you've pulled yourself a carpenter, ladies or gents,
then you've got a good one.
I
mean, to be fair, you have got a good one. Like, such a handy thing to be able to do. Like, build a radiator cover. Okay, love. Sure. But then they don't have time to do it because they're actually working.
The carpenter who did our utility room, he was like, I gotta go home now and fit a utility room in my own house. And he was like so down.
You don't want to do that, do you? No. You don't want to do that on your time off when it's your job.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a... But other people see it as like, wow, you must love doing that in your own home.
It's like on a Saturday when you're like, take a photo of me and Amber. I'm like, gosh, Carys.
God. Even a selfie, he's having a paddy. He's like, sorry, I thought this was a day off. I'm like, babe,
why
I just want to...
taking a photo?
Smile, James. Are you serious?
Not on a Saturday.
It's Saturday. Have you lost track of the days of the week? So yeah, my actual DIY though, probably something like painting the carpentry work that's been done. So the carpentry work's getting done in our bedroom and we're having some a radiator cover in the hallway, some panelling in the hallway, some panelling around the house. Anyway, that'll all come. So exciting. I just winked at you, I think. That was just awful. I won't do that again.
Can you look with both eyes?
It's called winking.
I was like, can you wink?
Oh, one at a time.
Because some people, they can wink fine with one and then when they the other one...
No. Can you do both then?
Yeah.
Yeah, without moving your face.
Yeah, you can't do your left eye.
No, I can do that one like really well. Ew, why can't I do it sexily?
Mine are just completely independent and yours clearly aren't 100%.
Wait, let me do it sexy. Why do you have to do a head nod with it? And then I can't do my left.
Does my other eye move at all?
No. No. But to be honest, that's like you've got such a slow one because you're concentrating on it so much, just like this. That's if you're just like just shimmying up to me in the club, give me a wink. That's quite nice, yeah. Not the other eye. Not the other eye. 3 things that you love about each other.
Oh.
We've done these. I just had to. Just to get James. Because whenever I do this one, James goes, alright, okay, give me a second. And then we have to turn the camera off for 10 minutes while he thinks about some
Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Shall I go first? I don't actually know what I'm going to say.
Is the list too long or is the list non-existent?
It's non-existent.
That's the question you guys have got to ask yourself.
It's too long.
Okay, what do I love about Carys?
3 things I love about you. So the first thing, I always give the same ones, they just pop into my mind. So the first thing would be, oh my god, you just think the words right in my mouth.
I've done this question before.
How caring James is, because I just feel like if you watch our vlogs a lot and you know James and you know our relationship, then you would know that. But when you like just see a couple of videos of you or clips of you, you just seem like you would not be a caring person.
I don't care. No, that's your point.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because you're banterish, you'll just say it as it is. I just cringed a lot then. I take that back. You're funny. You're like yeah, you just kind of really speak your mind. But when you know you and know you well, like I know Tesney, our best friend, thinks the same. She like thinks you're like really sassy and like blah blah blah, but she also just knows you're like the most like loyal. I know you hate that word, but it is such a good one to describe you because like you would literally drive around the world for your friends or me if you needed to.
Just driving. I quite like driving.
You would though.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if I'm like, or if we're like out and about or something and it's like completely out of your way, you'll be like, let me come and pick you up with your friends. Like I don't want you guys having to do this, or like you just really care. But you're not there like, oh my god, cutesy boo boo, lovely, beautiful. I have to like squeeze words of affirmation out of him. But then his acts of service are like, sorry, I'm talking in love languages.
Acts of service.
Acts of service are just lovely.
Were they your 3?
Oh, well,
I thought 3 were caring, banterous, and funny. Because you did mention this.
Oh yeah. Okay. The other ones would be how much of an amazing dad you are.
Oh.
I'm not going to even explain that one.
Oh, 3 things you love about each other.
Flip's sake.
I was only focusing on personality traits, but no, you're right.
What, booty?
That's not a personality trait. What's Carys' best personality feature? Her bum.
Booty.
Okay, so my one for you
Go
is how passionate you are about things. It's like your best trait, even though it's sometimes a little bit frustrating. That's not the right word. But like you have an idea and you just get behind it, and I love that. I love how you want to do something and you just want to do it.
And I'll just do it.
No, you won't just do it. You'll discuss it with me.
I will, of course.
But I love your passion.
I am passionate.
Like, I am quite an unpassionate person. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, I'll leave it. When you're like, oh, I really want to do this, I'm so excited, this is amazing. I think this is going to be great for me, I think this is going to be great for us. And I'm there like, yeah, okay.
Sounds good.
And I love that because you bring that to us and you bring that to our relationship, and it's something that I lack.
I think it's nice because I think we've got quite a few things that we like about each other that we don't have, and we kind of bring those up. But then often they are, like you probably can relate if you've got a partner with like different personality traits to you, they can often be the reason for arguments or tension because it's like, oh my god, I'm going to go and buy a house and we're going to do it up. And you're like, right, slow down. Have you thought about this? And I'm just like, oh my god, passion, James, will get us through. Passion is all you need.
Have I ever failed?
He's like, have you got time to paint? And I'm like, shh, passion. So it can be a thing that makes you conflict, but also it's what makes us
so strong.
Did you have another one?
Yeah, I did, but like we're just going off on a tangent here, aren't we? I'm trying to think of things that I love about you.
No. Okay, that was a good one. I'll
count
count that as 3.
But they all seem so small now compared to my first one.
No, I liked your first one. That was lovely.
You are extraordinarily loving and caring as well, in a different way to me.
Yeah. In a cutesy.
In a cutesy, give me a hug. Can I have a hug?
Okay, next question. What do you think about troll sites now?
Oh.
I'm not going into detail on this one because I feel like I don't even want to give it that much time. But I do feel like I get a lot of questions on this because I think as an influencer, every influencer is like talked about on, whether it be in your comments or whether it be on other sites. Celebrities,
actors.
Yeah, everyone. And that's kind of what you go into when you go online. And that's fine. But I just feel like, for me personally, I feel sorry for people on those websites that people have. And if you're ever going through this, like I don't know whether you'd go through situations like this in work or other places where people are just purposefully trolling you for no reason. Like, I just think when you're in a good place in your life, you're not doing that. And I think that's all you've got to think about. Like, if your friends and family are bringing things up to you or like they're concerned about you, obviously you're going to give that the time of day. But realistically, when you're in a good place, and this is my experience anyway, and for experience of everyone that I know in person, and you're happy with your life and you're doing well and you're on your own journey, you haven't got time to be picking apart other people's lives, you know, and trolling people. Like, it just, so every time I see it, it kind of makes me cringe of like, I just wish that they had, you know, other things to do.
One, isn't it? Yeah, because we don't go on them. We have in the past done it across them. Yeah. And you do read some of the things and you're like, ooh, it's a bit straight. Like, I remember reading one once and it was like, oh, did you see in the 42nd minute of their video, they said this? And like, I'm like, oh, how boring.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like, you watched 42 minutes of our
And
video
then decided
to find something negative to say about us. Like, if you don't like us, why are you wasting 42 minutes? But then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? If that's what gets you up in the morning and you enjoy doing,
go for it.
then just go for it.
I'm
mate.
just
It's
glad.
I'm glad that, as far as I know, I'm not friends with anyone who does that, because it does seem a bit strange to waste your time watching people that infuriate you or you don't like, but at the same time, like, we put content out and we know it's going to be watched by people who don't like it and judged, and
like you
just
say,
part of the job.
If people want to do that, then I'm glad there's separate sites for them to do it on. They can gather together and do that. That's fine.
I don't agree with it, because
no, I don't.
Unless
obviously,
I agree with kind of confronting people who have done wrong.
Yeah.
But then, like, when people are causing no harm to anyone, I don't agree with putting lots of negativity out into the world.
I mean, no, like in day-to-day life, if you don't like something that you see or a person that you come across, it's just the normality to like just not watch them or not be friends with them.
Or like if you didn't like an actor, or if you didn't like a movie. Even, I don't know, it's a strange one though, because I guess if you don't like a movie, you would leave a review saying this movie was terrible. And
that's what I think, I don't mind constructive criticism on our vlogs.
Yeah.
So if people are like, I found this really boring, that would never upset me, because I'm like, everyone's got the right to their own opinion. It does seem a little bit petty because you could just not watch them. But I do get, like, I don't mind that, but I think it's when people take themselves off to like a different site to literally like tear people apart. I just think that's just such a waste of time, isn't it?
It is strange, because I guess that's what I mean. If you're getting enjoyment out of that, it's like fine. I guess that's the reason for you to do it. But I don't get it.
No.
I don't get how you can enjoy life and do that, because when you're putting so much negativity out into the world,
I think it means
you are so negative.
A lot of negativity inside, exactly. Yeah. Like, but in the past, when I first met James, I really struggled with jealousy and those type of very, very negative emotions, and I did have so much negativity like inside built up in me, and it came out in those ways. And like the happier you become as a person, the more loving you become to yourself, the more loving you become to others, and the more like, and I just hope that those people find.
Yeah, because if you're happy in your own life, you're not going to pass judgment on other people's really, unless, like I said, they have done something
wrong or whatever.
Which is all more fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just thought that was an interesting one.
It was an interesting.
It must, because I think as a viewer, I would wonder how people coped with that, because I think viewers occasionally can come across threads and things like that and be quite shocked with what influencers or people online and how people talk about them. And you think, God, how do you cope with that? Like, I remember when the garden room guy came to do our garden room, and he couldn't cope with the fact that we had to go through that, and he was like, I just wouldn't be able to cope. And
he was like, if anyone says anything negative about the garden room,
I won't be able to cope.
I'll be replying.
And I was like, they will. They literally will.
Oh yeah.
Like, just know that they will say, that's ugly, that's horrible, I shouldn't have done that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Move on. We've got to just be happy with our decisions, isn't it? Yeah. Main goals for 2022. So my main goal is obviously, I would love to, by the end of 2022, have got a house to do like a flipper, fixer-upper. That's my goal. I'm definitely not saying that it needs to happen, but I think as I go into like years, I love to have goals, and that's definitely one of my goals for 2022. Yes. If it doesn't happen, it's going to have meant that our goals kind of went on different paths, so I'm not saying like I'm going to be so upset if I get to end of 2022 and I haven't done that. But right now, that's like what's in my head is like a big goal that I'd love to do. But if our life or whatever takes us in different ways, I'm buzzing for that too.
I'm not a particularly goaly person.
No, you're not, are you?
I'm not. I've never done it. I don't know whether it would benefit me to do it.
Remember when you made a goal of riding your bike once a week?
My New Year's resolution was to ride my bike once a week rather than walk or drive somewhere. And I was like, right, so I need to get the tyres pumped up because they're flat, and I was going to borrow your parents, but it's still just got flat tyres sitting in the garage. I haven't taken it out yet. I do actually feel quite guilty for it, and it is something I want to do.
It's okay, boo. We all set goals we don't achieve.
Yeah. No, I've never set goals. I'm not a goalkeeper. No. Yeah, I like slow progress. And when I'm really content in life, I am quite a stationary person. I'm not.
You're not like on to the next thing, which I love about
I'm so content in life, and you've got enough ambition for the both of us.
I'll just keep going.
I'd quite like to kind of try to have a consistent year of health and fitness.
Yeah, I think that's probably
in a
one of our
positive
main
mindset way. Now we've got the gym and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm such a yo-yo
fitness
exerciser and a yo-yo kind of good eating, bad eating. So I'd
Yeah.
quite like to be a little bit more consistent throughout the year.
Defo. I think we've both, like, with the new gym and everything, I think we've both had a real, like, we've fallen back in love with working out and how much that benefits us, and we'd love to keep, at the end of 22, say, oh, we've really enjoyed gymming this year, or getting out more and eating more nutritious food and things like that.
Because in previous years I've done that, and then I've had 3 months of like not exercising at all.
Yeah.
So I'd quite like to just be a little bit more consistent and really change that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Rather than constantly having a different mentality.
Yeah, I like that one, Boo.
Thank you, Boo.
Is the Dyson... Do you ever call me Boo on camera?
No. Do I call you Boo off camera anymore? I'm not sure if I do.
Oh my god, is it just me? What do you call me then?
I never called you Boo much.
Yes!
You say text though, but I never in person. I mean, we obviously don't text
No,
anymore.
you do.
We spend all day, every day together. I don't always say Carys. At least I do think I would now.
I reckon we say it like, in like a quick one, like, well, do you want a cup of tea, Boo? Like, you might say it, but it's like so quick that you're kind of not processing the fact you're saying Boo.
Maybe.
Well, I'm not sure actually. I'm
not sure
gonna
how
have
to
to check that out.
Yeah, if I ever say it,
can't
you'll have
be
to pull
sure.
me up on it. I'll notice it as well if I ever go to say it again, but I just don't think.
I call James Boo all the time and I do it in public, and then I'm like, oops.
Oopsie.
I'm like, Boo, come over here in a shop. And I'm like,
Boo! And then every man turns around.
oh. Yeah, babe.
Yeah, sugar?
Oh, is the Dyson Airwrap worth it? I wondered why I was leaning forward to show my hair. So I did a little flicky hair with my Dyson Airwrap this morning, and I do love it. Like, I think it's one of those that, like, if you do spend time on your hair every day, see, I say that and then I just flick it back off my shoulders. It's really good because if you've got the time to spend on it, you can like have a blow dry amazing hair every day. And for me, just with literally a little flicky, like to flick my hair under, it was really quick and easy. But you still have to section your hair and do all that. So it does take longer than just drying your hair. But I think because I'm not a good hairstylist, if I'm going out or something and I wanted to make my hair nice, it'll make it like 100 times nicer than I could do with like...
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, that's good.
Did a little wrap for you this morning.
Yeah, just, you know, wash my hair, put a bit of moisturiser in it, done.
You don't need the air wrap, do
Is
you?
that what it's called? Moisturiser? No.
Put a bit of moisturiser in your hair.
No, but like, I don't use gel, do I? It's called... it's a leave-in conditioner.
Oh, is it?
It's called... There's something like that.
Is it? Yeah. Is that your Moroccan oil
It's a
thing?
bit wavy.
Your Moroccan oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, from that. Yeah. How do you find time as a couple now that you have a baby? So, there's definitely less time for like your relationship once you have a baby.
She's quite selfish, really, Amber, isn't she? She takes up a lot of time.
Very selfish. Like, she never literally just lets us have 5 hours together.
She never allows us to have 24 hours. Like, she always has to be there. I don't get it.
So you obviously do have less time as a couple, and that's like obviously what everyone knows when they're going into having kids. And I think it really depends, doesn't it, on your baby situation. So like some babies sleep through the night from like 5 weeks, and so you probably feel very comfortable going out in the evenings and doing things.
Yeah.
Some babies won't, like, could still be waking up all evening until they're, you know, 2 years old. So you
Or onwards.
would would really feel like you never had time to have those date nights and things. So obviously this answer is just going to be a personal one for me and James, but I think whatever situation you're in, I think you've just got to be kind to yourself. And if it's a situation where you haven't been able to have any of that time for you and your partner, because I think it... I got fluff in my mouth. Yeah. Yeah, I think you just need to be kind to yourself and know that it's not your fault. That's just the way the cards are dealt sometimes. And it's not always straightforward with babies. They're up and then they're asleep and then they're awake. She's awake!
She's awake.
Let's go and get her.
Still sleeping.
She's asleep!
Monitor.
She just goes beep.
I think she might start slowly waking up now. But yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, no one who chooses to have kids kind of takes it lightheartedly.
Yeah.
And I think we thought we'd have far less time together, like in the evenings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People love telling you, like, don't get me wrong, some babies are, you know, not quite difficult. I don't like using that word.
Yeah.
But a lot of babies will wake up, you know, a lot in the night, and it might be more difficult for you to spend time with just you and your partner. We were quite... And everyone told us that, didn't they? Before I was much like, you're never going to see your husband again, you're never going to see your friends, you're never going to sleep. And yes, that might be the case for some people, but it's definitely not the case for everyone. So it's up to you if you go into it positively, thinking, I'm going to have a baby that's going to sleep through the night. Yeah. But it's good to have that kind of realistic balance of, you know, you just don't know.
You don't know.
You might have like you said, from 5 weeks, you might have every evening without a baby because they'll be sleeping, or you might not have any evenings until they're 2 years plus.
And it's just one of those things, it's not a competition.
No.
It's not like, people will make you feel like, whenever I've talked about this on my stories, people tend to make me feel quite guilty. They're like, you're so easy, you've got an easy baby. And then it makes you feel really guilty for even just struggling with the smaller things. So Amber's like still up 3 times in the night, and so I kind of like struggle with that a little bit, but then I also, you can't help but be like, oh, some people have it worse. And I feel like just try not to think like that, just try and be, you know, on your journey. And if comparing helps you, because it does help me a lot of the time, I'm like, you know, I actually feel very grateful and lucky, that's great. But don't let comparison make you feel like, oh gosh, I cannot feel bad about this, because they just puts you down as a human, and that's, every emotion is valid, everybody's got their own struggles.
100%. I just think your emotions are always valid, and there's always people in the world, no matter what you're upset about, whether you're upset about losing your job or upset about, you know, anything, not getting a job. Like, there's always people in worse positions than you, and there's always people in better positions, and you can feel that emotion without feeling guilty.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's really good. I have to remind myself of that a lot of times. But yeah, as a couple, for us individually, the times that we've been able to have is obviously...
Yeah, we do get to have quite good nice times in the evenings and stuff.
Yeah, the evenings, and
we do. Yeah.
We've started leaving her, you know, a little bit longer, an hour or two, with James's. We haven't done 2 yet, an hour with James's parents. And this year into 2022, we are, you know, we're very grateful to have such amazing grandparents, and we are excited to kind of maybe do a few more date days, or maybe even like in the far future a night away together. But yeah, we're just taking the small snippets of little meals out and things that we get with each other at the moment. So yes, I think that is all we've got time for.
Oh, lush.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
I enjoyed that.
We hope you enjoyed. We will see you very soon in the next video. Yes. Probably a vlog, probably a week in the life that we have coming.
Sunday. Well, we are filming it at the moment.
We are.
To go up on Sunday.
Yay!
So
we'll see you there. Thank you
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.